Hey guys, hey, welcome to Ames University. It's Ben and Gordon here.
Hi,
How you doing,
folks.
Gordon?
Great, Ben. How are you?
Hey, very good. We are going to talk about PM, prevent maintenance, today,
Yes.
right? And let's go over what we have on the list here. So a PM these days is going to consist of multiple activities. This one we're going to look at is going to have the 1.5K, the 4K, and the 6K itself. Now we're going to look into the activities tab. Going to verify all those activities there. And then the checklist tab, we're going to work on all those checklist items. And from there, we're going to spin off a follow-up work order, all right, as an example. And with the activities tabs, we have to actually complete all those activities. So we are, going back to that tab. And optional is the comments tab. So if we want to add a comment or two, we can do that as well. And finally, we'll book the labor and close the work order itself. Sounds like a plan?
Absolutely.
All right. Okay, so Gordon, I logged in as a mechanic, as you can see. All right.
Yes.
We're in the test environment here, but everything else should just work as normal. I am already in the one of the folders here from the inboxes. So notice there are various yards I can go to. So for today, we'll go with Woods, and we'll open up one of the PMs, right? So I'm going to double click on that inbox. Now, there are a lot of existing PMs here, as you can see. All right, Gordon, let's PM. Give me a coach.
Sure,
coach
you bet.
number.
Let's go with 8750, Ben. That's 8750 at Woods.
Okay, got it. Enter right here. It looks like we have one right in front of us, the 24K PM. And if I double click on it, we are right in the PM.
Yes.
Okay, let's see. The next item we are going to look at is the activities tab, I recall, right?
Yes.
And there we have it. It has all the activities listed, the 1.5K safety inspection, the 4K, and then the 6K, all right?
Yes.
And then corresponding checklist items should be in the checklist tab.
Exactly.
All right, let's take a look here. All right, so very straightforward. We are at the 1.5K, and which is the auto brick measurements we need to do for this bus. All right, so let's go ahead and put some of that there. And I'm just pretending here. I know we are doing millimeters here, so.
Yes.
All right, and for this one, there shouldn't be a PM corrective required, so we'll just say no, and we'll save this one. Pretty straightforward there. We're going to the next item. So if we go down this drop down, we'll select the second item there. This is the 4K, and which is the engine and oil filter. All right.
Yes. Yes.
So again, we'll imagine that we did the job and we completed it. So pretty straightforward right there. Third item is this view here. So this looks like this is the 6K. And
yes.
Now, Gordon, how do I go about, spinning off a follow-up work order from here, from the screen?
Ben, we have to change our data spy. So
okay.
Right now we're on the bus brake measurement view. Let's go select the list of values, and we'll go to bus checklist view.
That's the one. Perfect.
Right. That's where you can create a follow-up work order from this view.
Okay, makes sense. And again, I will pretend that we do our due diligence with all these filter changes and such. All right. Okay, and so these are done. I don't need to have any notes. And if we do have to, so this one's air compressor. So let's say we need an air new air compressor for 8750. All
Yes.
right. And I think I need to check this follow-up box in order
Correct.
to generate a file work order.
Yes.
Do I go here as actions tab if I
Yes.
remember?
To create a follow-up work order, select actions and notice it says create follow-up work order. Go ahead and select that.
All right. Okay, I did. Okay.
And then if you scroll right a little bit to the right, you'll see the follow-up work order number there, Ben.
Right here.
Yes.
513200 looks like.
Yes.
And we should be able to find that too. I mean, I don't think we need to remember that right now.
No.
There's an easy way to find it.
Exactly.
All right. Okay. So I think the next thing to do is to go back to the activities tab, right?
Yes. And we got to mark off completed activities.
Right. Okay. So each one of these activities. So if I go here, all right, I highlighted that, and okay, I noticed everything's already pre-populated.
Yes.
And I just need to check this box, right?
Exactly.
And this time I'm going to do something fancy. I'm going to press Control S on my keyboard, and that saves it really quickly.
Yes.
Okay. And of course, you can, I think the folks listening here, you can always use this submit or save button right here.
Yes.
All right. It's the same effect. All right. Control S again. So everything's completed. We took care of all the checklist items earlier as well. Do we want to add a comment or two? I guess
sure.
for show, sure. I guess we can.
Comment, we need to replace the air compressor.
Right. Okay.
Find the hose.
All checklist items are done. Need to replace air compressor for this coach. All right. Let's make that a little bit bigger. Okay. And save that. All right. Next item, I think it's down to enter some labor.
Yep. Yes. And we have 3 activities.
Right. So I'm just going to all enter in. I'll give the credit to our buddy Aaron Shields here.
Sounds good.
And I can just put today's date. And here's a little quick trick. If I just press spacebar on my keyboard, it just gives it the date right here. Or of course, you can click on this calendar icon here to get it as well. All right. And it's telling me here the date falls outside the scheduled date range. Is it okay to continue? All right, say yes to that. And I'll say for that first item, the 1.5K, 1 hour. Let's save that. We'll have to do the same thing for the rest of the
right, for the 4K and the 6K activities.
Right. So here. This time I'm going to click on this one just to give it a different. It's the same effect, of course. Yeah, because these PMs were scheduled a while ago, right? So they might have a different date. So that prompt would just remind you, hey, is it okay to continue? Which it is. And let's say this one, the last one, it takes me 2 hours to do it.
Yes.
Save that. All right. I guess that's it. I mean, the rest here is only if you want to find out if there are parts needed for this, and or if there's documents that we need to attach, and it also shows any other related work orders and work order history, right? So, I mean, we can just briefly scroll through it. So notice all these are parts that are related for this PM, all these filters that were used, pre-planned. And any of the work-related work orders right? So, I mean, of course, this has a lot of the other related work orders for this vehicle. Okay. And I think we are ready to close this work order. Is that right?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
We've reviewed our activities, reviewed our checklist, we've made a comment, we've added labor. We should be able to close.
Okay.
Complete the work.
And right. So as a mechanic, I'm going to go ahead. Can I close it here? Okay. So as a mechanic, I can't really put this into complete yet. I need to put it to field complete.
Field complete, yes, as a mechanic.
All right. Makes sense. So we know that works.
Yes.
All right. Pretty straightforward here. I completed this work order. I know we actually did bin off a PM corrective work order earlier, and see if we can try to find that. Should we do that?
Sure, sure.
Okay, so if I go to this screen, the list view screen, I can see if I can find one here. And that's under, if I type in corrective. And same bus here. And if I hit run, let me see if that would actually bring it up here. Oh, you know what? That's because I came in from the inbox. It doesn't work that way.
Yeah, your filter is already selected, so we got to clear it out. And
so the quickest way is I would go to work and work orders again. Probably easier that way. All right. And then I'll search this way one more time.
87 is a coach.
Okay, and then I will put in corrective and hit run on that. There you go. Look at that. To follow up to the 24 kpm inspection. Beautiful.
Yes.
All right. We're not going to go ahead and do this one because the folks that want to do this one, it's pretty much just like the any other corrective work order in this case, right?
Correct.
And they can, and then folks can actually refer to that. Now, I know we have this one, and then the work order earlier. I heard, if they want this, establish like the dependency here, they can also do that, right?
Correct.
Yeah, but we'll refer the guys here to there's this tools and tips tricks user guide, and if people want to establish the dependency in that case.
Correct. And just to add, Ben, now that we've completed this work order, that was a 6K, that was the 24K. The next 6K will be the 30K, and in between the 24 and 30K, which are mileage driven, you'll have the next 3.15s, 1.5, 1.5, 1.5, then the 30K.
Oh, you got it. And it's all mileage driven. I don't have to worry about it. When it shows up in the inbox, I should be able to find it from there then.
Correct.
All right. Very good. Well, thank you, Gordon. I think we covered everything here today.
Yes.
Until the next video, we'll see you there. All right.
Thanks, folks.
Thank you.